Hi everyone, my name is Cynthia Ago, and with me
It's Isaac Ahere.
is Love Month, February, and we're here to take your questions on relationship and love. Stay tuned.
We're so excited to welcome you to this wonderful edition of Fidelity Week.
So we have the first question. I have been dating this guy for about 2 months now, and I'm completely head over heels for him. We are yet to share our first kiss, and personally, I like a lot of romance, which I feel my man comes up short in. As much as I want to kiss him as badly, I want our first kiss to be a fun and memorable one. Do you think I should make the first move or wait it out? For this little lady or whoever have sent this question, I would say that you're a lucky lady, that your guy is not the one putting you under pressure. Because love is a beautiful thing, and it's always good to wait for when the time is right. So you have this guy, you love him, and he's not yet pressuring you. So I think you should wait a bit for him to get along. So that's what I think.
Well, for me, I think I'll disagree a bit. I'm not saying you shouldn't wait, but I just feel, it's romance, and romance, it's free flow. It's not something you plan. So for me, I feel you shouldn't push it. You shouldn't, but you could walk your way around it. How about going out for ice cream and, tipping his nose with a bit of it and kissing it off, and, gradually, things move. It's not really plainly out there, but it's romance all the same.
But with that kind of romance, one thing will lead to one. so for me, it's better to play safe and play it cool.
Yeah,
but that's fine. That's fine.
Okay,
yeah.
I think that's it. So there's this beautiful young lady I've been speaking with for a couple of weeks now, and oh my, she's just a sweet little angel, to say the least. I know. I would really love to do something special for Valentine's, but I'm completely clueless. Do you have any fun Valentine dates idea? Well, for me, yeah, Valentine is nice. It's around the corner, but every other day should be a special day. That's the angle I look at it from. So, but what fun things would you want to do? Are you a movie person? That you're saying you're clueless. So maybe you look at it from the angle of what does he really like? Does he like eating? What's his special food? You could make it a bit special. Why don't you get things you can do together? Because for me, romance is not just all the hugging and kissing. It's also doing some intimate things. So if it's an amala kind of person and a wedu, why don't you get the ingredients and you're talking through? It will be an experience shared. So yes, you could come up with that. You could come up with hiking. You could come up with I really won't recommend restaurant and outing, because that just leaves you with, you're ordering the food and then you're eating the food and no one is really talking. I think you should do something that will engage you guys more. So that's for me. I don't know, maybe you want to chip in something.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Just like you said, that love or Valentine should be something of every day. So I totally agree with that. So if that is the case, like you find out when we're growing up, a situation whereby you look forward to Christmas, you look forward to Easter,
that's
because that's when your parents will buy you
your
gifts, buy you new clothes and shoes. But you find out that these days, our young ones, they don't, because every day their parents are shopping, buying clothes, buying shoes. So that's how love should be. Love shouldn't be a
dedicated day. Yeah.
But just like he has said, yes, if you really want to also do something special, sometimes it's good to have some time out. You can decide that nobody's cooking today, we're going to have some time out, do some of those special things you have mentioned. I think that's cool. Okay, so the next question says, my husband wants the password to my phone, but I want to keep it private. I'm not hiding anything. I just believe relationships should have trust and boundaries. What do you think? Should I tell him my password or not? Okay, so is this a but well, if this is your husband and in a relationship, you're not supposed to keep secrets. Truly, there is not supposed to be anything that you are doing or keeping on your phone that your husband shouldn't know about. But these days, most women or even the men, everybody puts passwords, not just because of maybe there's something you're hiding. That password is there because you don't want somebody having access to your phone and using your phone to make transfers or anything. So, but if your husband, like I know my children have my password. They have so I don't know for him to want my password. That means there's no trust. Because unless I should be the one giving him my passport for something, I might just say, okay, in the event that you need to do this, or maybe I don't want my phone to die off, and I say, okay, this is the password. So it all depends. I don't know why he would want the password, unless he's suspecting something. But if he's not suspecting anything, he shouldn't go outright asking for it. I should be the one offering it for a particular reason. I can offer that password to him.
I tend to agree with you. I mean, it's a trust thing. But for me too, I'll say, password or no password, really, there are boundaries. I mean, my phone could be there. You really do not have a right to start scrolling through. It's there. Yeah, I mean, you can make your calls, you can check your messages, you can, use the Google app and whatever. But even at that, you don't go to phone logs and call logs and all the likes, you understand? Because it now breaks that trust there. Really, the moment you do that, you are just telling your spouse or your friend directly that, look, I really don't trust you. So I don't think it's really about the password. So yeah, if he wants the password, maybe the question you should ask is that, hey, the password has always been there for you. There's really nothing there. So I think you should feel free. Let the passwords just flow free there. The fourth question goes, I'm single as a Pringle, and for some reason, some people always seem to think I'm just too cute to be single. And this person is asking, is there any idea on what she can do about this? For me, I think there's a time for everything. Most people look so cute and then they go about thinking, you must have people on your case left and right and all that, and because of that, other people don't really approach you. I think it's to try to make yourself a bit also open to people. Get involved in conversations, talk about yourself, talk about what you do and all that. I think if you're a bit free too, people tend to ask you those questions and ask you about your relationship. Conversation is very, very, very paramount. I mean, as conversation goes up, things will drop. Of course, most people won't come out and ask you directly, are you dating on someone? Or who are you dating? Of course, you take like a position as, why are you asking me? But I mean, with soft conversations over a drink or maybe some outing, try to go out a bit more. Movies, dinners, lunches, with friends. I think you'll be able to break the ice, and then this issue will be solved.
You cease to be single. Why am I getting all these kind of questions? My husband, now is my boyfriend. Okay, so this says, my boyfriend and I have been dating for a while now. We get along really well. His house is very close to mine, and we live together for work every morning. And once he drops me off, he heads over to his office, and through the rest of the day, we check up on each other when we are less busy. So I just found out a few days ago that he actually doesn't have a job. We are scheduled for a date on Valentine's Day, and I'm just clueless as to what to do. Do I go for the date and confront him, or wait until he confesses to his imaginary job? What do you think to this question?
There are some crazy. Yeah, maybe I'll hear from you first, but I mean, things do happen.
Oh my goodness. This. There's for me. Integrity matters. Character is the first thing in any relationship. So this guy lacks integrity. He lacks character. So I don't even think and know what this lady is doing with him in the first instance. But he has the car. So where does he go? Where does he go? And how did she find out that he actually didn't have a job? So I don't even know. So why would he be doing that? Why would he has the car? He's the one that drops her off. So where does he go? For me, this is a no-no. For me, where there's no need being in a relationship where there's a trust issue now. There's an integrity issue. There's a character issue. So I don't think you need to wait because he might never confess. Maybe he doesn't want to, he thinks he will lose you if he tells you that he doesn't have a job. I'm sure for him to have a car, he had a job before. So maybe he's trying to get into a job. So, but it depends on you. But for me, it's a no-no. And I'll confront him outrightly. I don't need to wait for him to make any confessions. And I'll ask. Then depending on what his responses are, I will now take my next action. So, what do you think about this?
This is a tight one. I don't want it to look as if I always disagree with you, but somehow.
Really?
Yes, but somehow, I mean. Okay, so they stay close.
Yeah.
Agreed. I mean, there should have been some sort of trust. I know when we answered the previous question, we talked about really knowing, getting to know yourself. So it means she also didn't do her homework because he must have lied, but she should have dug deeper because simple conversations throw up things. Intimacy is not all about, in quotes, romance, jumping into bed. It has to also do with conversation. It has to also do with doing things you like, getting to know you. So, I mean, talking about issues, imagine when you get home and I'm like asking you how's work, so what happened, what came up.
Yeah,
you know, because over time you get to know what the person does, you get to even know who he works with without actually even meeting them. That's how intimacy builds up. For me, I just felt, probably she has someone who picks her, who drops her, and that keys in. And really, he might have also done it in such a way to also help her because he might have looked at it from the angle of, if I offer to go and drop her every day, she might say no. So why don't I just tell her, I walk close to you, so that way I get to drop.
Sweet.
So for me, I'll say, go on the date. But of course, confront him and let him explain. Who knows? We really do not know what. So let him explain. But whatever it is, I think the foundation is always very key. So even after his explanation, I think the first thing you should put out is no more lies. If it's black, it's black. If it's white, it's white. So you know. And that way he also feels comfortable with you because I really don't know her. I don't know the guy. I don't know the pedestrian on which she's standing. I don't know how high he's looking at her and he's feeling, I shouldn't really fall my hand in front. But in actual sense, guy, you've just fallen your hand. So yes, go on the date, but make sure you talk it out and agree. And if it doesn't suit you, then you ease out peacefully. I mean, you guys because you guys are still friends, but you're not dating him. He also knows, and he has also learned one or two things, and he takes those measures. That's my view, really. Okay, so now I'm now getting your kind of questions. Okay. So the sixth question is: my husband and I have been. I'm sure this is probably from a woman. My husband and I have been married for about 3 years now, and things in our relationships are becoming too boring and repetitive, especially since we've had our first child. I was just going to say that. I'll read it, but why? Anyway, let me finish, then I'll say ask you. I feel we need to spice things up a bit. I was wondering if we could, if you had any suggestion on what I could do this Valentine to keep the excitement alive. Wow, this is, I mean, I like this. She's making an effort. I mean, the first thing is to realize that, hey, things are not as fun as it used to be. The truth is, there's always, I think there's a saying that says, two is something and three is a crowd. I think when the child comes, it just becomes a crowd. And I mean, you really, I always feel the reverse, because I feel the women normally, once they have their children, are keen more to their children, and they tend to kill the tempo. But this is really different. The woman has a child and she still wants the tempo up. So my advice would be, what did you people do then that was really fun? I know for the husband, he might be looking at issues like, oh, added responsibility, a child is here, so I have to work more, but you have to also let him know that, look, when this child grows up and who will be here? Me and you, Abi. So go back to the things you like. I mean, I know there was courtship before you probably got married. What things did you do? Do you like traveling? Where is your mom? Where is his mom? Where's your sister? Leave your child. Do like a surprise getaway. Check his schedule. You know his office, so I'm sure you will know one or two people there. Get friendly, get out what his schedule is like. No, don't be too poke nosy, but get what his schedule is like. Plan a fun date or a fun trip somewhere not too far, 2-3 days, or better still, get one nice in quote hotel, eco hotel, or the like, something a bit fanciful that you are preparing for yourself. I mean, the truth is, every guy also likes it when he feels loved. Most time he also tries not to put pressure on you, so I'm looking at it from that angle. So these are the things I'm looking at. Plan a getaway just for two. Your child can be with your mom. Short dates, 1 night, 3 days, African country, wherever.
3 years and a baby is not
it's not the ideal.
Yeah,
really.
it's a short time to lose steam. So, lady, you're on the right track. So now that you've started it, you're going to get that spice back in your marriage. So what you do, don't stop doing all those nice, naughty things that you were doing when you guys started dating before the child came. So you still have to do, you know he's coming back. You get all those your nice, skimpy wears, wear them. Put on some dinner, put some candlelight there. Yeah. So like Val is coming around, you can decide that you won't know, he won't know that it's coming from you. You can send him, the first day you send him a single rose until the 14th day. Then he will just like, who is sending this?
As funny as it may be, a rose for a guy.
Yeah,
I mean,
you can do it since you are the one trying to bring back the spice in the marriage. So you can be the one. The toast must not be from the guy. The ladies can toast. The ladies can.
I'm telling you,
it can come from us. It mustn't be, because he is a bit tense now. He's thinking about diaper money. He's thinking about everything. So you bring down the tension from him, and I'm sure the spice will come back.
Yeah, and if I could also add, yes, Valentine, for us, we also feel, well, Valentine is just a day. Mm-hmm. So, yes, you've started, but it's not something you do on Valentine's Day, because your question was like, oh, Valentine's Day, then you wait for the next Valentine.
No.
It has to be a continuous thing. I think surprises every now and then are things, it's key to keeping it spicy. Surprises every now and then. I mean, I have some crazy ideas, but I mean, we'll discuss that maybe in the next session.
Yeah. I have been dating this guy for about 5 years now, and he's such a great guy. I love him a lot and believe he feels the same way about me. However, most times he tends to shy away from conversations around getting married and having kids. I'm in my 30s and would really love to settle down and build a future with him, but I don't want to be disappointed. I'm thinking of taking him out for dinner this Valentine to call the relationship off and explain my reasons. What do you think? So,
what do you think?
Why would you not take him for vow?
Exactly.
I should be hearing that I want to take him out and then vouch. Why? What are we waiting for? We've been dating for.
That's my thought.
So not call him for a dinner and tell him that you want to call off the relationship.
That's my thought exactly.
Because you haven't told us that he has done anything wrong. Yeah. Just that he has not proposed. So I think what you should do, go for that dinner and tell him that I'm 30. I will be there. Say it. What is it? Well, where is this our relationship going to? Do you understand? So ask him. So if the guy is serious, or maybe he's still thinking, he might tell you, I want to. Some people want, some guys, unless maybe my Yoruba brothers that gets married early, and I love it because but Igbo mango, he will want to have all. I don't know why they do that. You see them not marrying so early. But you can see a Yoruba guy, 24, 25, 26 is ready. So maybe this guy might be an Igbo guy that is trying to amass all the wealth.
For me, if 2 of you were here,
I'll scupper them.
That's what I'll do.
You've been waiting for how long?
I'll use it and then I'll call you
5 years.
Action.
What are you waiting for?
So for me, really, I won't really blame the guy because please, no one should say, oh, I'm just advocating for the guys. I'm just being very, 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 very factual. 5 years is a long time. I don't know how long they've known, but it means at 25, you started dating at 25.
30.
And you're 30.
Well, you should
The
have
truth
been
is,
talking
there are
about 2
things you
kids or
should
3.
call to action. You don't have to wait till Valentine. If we've talked about this and I will say it's all about intimacy. For example, it's just like saying you don't like what someone is doing and then you are waiting for the person's birthday to tell the person, oh, that thing you did, I really don't like it. That's supposed to be a special day. Keep that day aside, in quote. So Valentine, do I have to wait for Valentine? It's a conversation I'm going to ask you straight up. I was asked that kind of question, and my response was, look, I'll propose when I'm ready. Just calm down.
Be calming down.
and let me make you laugh. You know how I proposed? She didn't know. She did not know. It wasn't more than 2 years, but I made sure I quarreled, we fought, and then I went to Silverbed then, and then had them then do a reel for me then. A long time ago, Silverbed was the in thing, and they did a reel for me, and I still didn't take her for the movie. Trust me.
Wow.
Yeah, but I had talks with her brother. Her brother brought her, and then there she was watching the movie. She was at this end. Meanwhile, we had done all the arrangements.
Are you kidding
me? Space, yeah.
Wow,
so at that end, I was
great.
at this end, and then they were wasting time. The next thing, she saw her picture. Then she saw her favorite song playing.
That's so
Casey
lovely.
and JoJo intro. I can't
So
forget.
lovely.
See, I'm saying all this so that you understand.
Yeah,
I
that's
knew
great.
her 2 years, and I knew her. I knew what she liked. I knew how to tickle her fancy. Your guy should know. You should also know. She kept on asking me. I kept on. So probably you've not been asking the right question. You've been waiting for him to propose, and he has been taking his time. And then you are also now picking a date that will not make sense. Tell him before that day, and then agree. Yeah, most times we'll say marriage proposals and courting and getting married, it's not something you fix. I agree, it's supposed to be free flow. But we don't do free flow and you do free flow for 20 years and you say you're engaged. Cut that crap out. Ask him straight questions. Guy, this is the 5th year.
Yeah.
Valentine is around the corner. What's happening? Where are we? Is this happening? If it's not happening, please spend Valentine alone. I'd rather stay in bed or talk to my mom. Period. And then if the guy knows your worth, he will smile and he will tell you, okay, if you are going on that Valentine, let it be that he has told you, look, by June we are doing this thing. Bam, Okpari, it's settled. That's just it. That's what I feel, really. I don't know.
Yeah, that's it. Nothing else.
All right, so this is pretty much what we can take today. I hope you guys enjoyed this session with us. I mean, we've dragged back and forth, but I mean, we've been able to answer quite a number of questions. If you like what we've done so far, please kindly give a thumbs up.
Please share, and please, if you have more questions, drop it on the comment section. It's a love month. Please go out there and show some love, not only to your husband, not only to your girlfriend, but to so many other people out there. Show some love.
It's a love month.
Yeah, it's a beautiful month.
It's a love month. Color everywhere red.
Yes.
But please, while doing that,
be careful
and be safe. COVID, be safe,
yeah.
please.
Be
Always
safe.
max up. From all of us here, we want to say thank you for watching and
Happy Valentine's Day!
We are Fidelity. We keep our word.